Yo, what's good, YouTube? I hope everybody doing okay today. Today I got a heavy topic I gotta talk about today. Pretty tough. Yesterday morning around 6 a.m., man, my cousin called me and told me, my mom just passed away. You know, I don't know how anybody would ever feel about, them losing their parent, and really hard, you feel me? Like, I got all my, my personal business out yesterday, you feel me? It's still fresh, of course, It's just crazy, like in the other video where I told you about no job and all this other stuff, and you know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like the universe is just trying to test me, man. It's crazy. It's like first no job, then it's like I can't pay anything, then now this. Like, it's really hard for me to even sit here and do this video thinking too much about it. I really don't feel like talking much, but I promised my mom I was gonna do something to prove to her, you know what I'm saying? To make her proud of me. And, I just want you guys to know, you know what I mean? Regardless of what relationship you have with your folks, remember, family's important, especially your mom and your pops. Regardless if y'all don't have a good relationship or nothing like that, man, talk to them, please. Because you just never know when it might be their last day, One minute you here, next minute you not, man. And my mom she was a really good woman, you feel me? Just crazy. The story went like, I guess like, cause my mom, she was working at Sears for a long time, ever since I was a little scrub, you feel me? And, I guess Sears got moved to a mall where I lived at, and that was like her last hiatus there, and that was like, she'd been there over 11 plus years, and they just kind of just let my mom go, which was messed up. They didn't give her no raise, they give her no supervisor position, manager position, and it's all because shit, I don't know, my mom wasn't negative, she was a respectful black woman, you know what I mean? But shit hit the fan. My mom was like looking for jobs, couldn't find one. She ended up moving in with my aunt. And my great grandma, rest in peace. It's just crazy, man. I'm dealing with so much death. Like, my great grandma's gone. My grandmother just passed away 2 years ago. Now her daughter just passed away yesterday. But at the time, my great grandma was telling my mom, like, you should go volunteer at the hospital and stuff like that, because I mean, you may not get paid, but you can make, you could put your foot in the door type shit. And my mom was doing that for like a good year or two, and I'm gonna be 100, you know what I mean? Like, I told my mom, like, hey, if it was me, I would move on, because it's been 2 years, ain't nothing happening, ain't nobody saying nothing. But that was just me being just negative, you feel me? Not even like 2 months later, my mom actually got a permanent job there, being a cleaner. Like, she was literally like a cleaner for about at least 6 to 7 months, and they were trying to move her up to like front desk and stuff like that. And I told my mom, I'm proud of you, like, you got up in there. I couldn't do nothing like that, but and sorry, man, I'm thinking too much, but let me get this video all out, bro. Yeah, like, on the time when she was on her way up, man, I don't know what happened, but she ended up getting like a deep, like, she cut her foot, like, at work, and got like a deep wound in her foot. And I guess the doctors told her she was gonna be out for a little bit. And my mom wasn't getting like workers comp or anything like that, which I don't know why, but she wasn't getting workers comp, so they kind of was just using like her sick days, you know what I mean? And my mom used them all up, and you know what I mean? When you living with somebody else and you barely trying to get by, like you need to make money. And I understood my mom, but you know, my folks told her to soak her foot, put it in Epsom salt and all that. Like my mom did all that, but she was too busy trying to rush the process. And I don't know how you feel like, you know, when you get like a cut, let's just say you get a cut across the chest, kind of deep. And, you know, maybe about a week in, like, yes, slightly healed, but it's still, you know, still fresh, still tender. If you touch it, it might peel off a little bit or something like that. My mom just felt like she was already ready to go. She was just like, I need to make money. I can't make money sitting here. And, you know, it just sucks how society is today. You know what I mean? They force you to do things, and it's like they just don't care. As long as you making the company run. You know what I mean? Brainwashing my mama. You know what I mean? My mom just had to get back to work. And my mom ended up getting back to work, and you know, the doctors told her to stay off her foot, and I have no clue what happened. I don't know if it didn't heal right or she just wasn't taking care of it as well. You know, fast forward about like 8 months, about 2 months later, 3 months later, and my grandma's giving me a call and, you know, telling me she had to talk with my mom, and my mom's very scared and she's upset because the doctors was telling her they're gonna have to amputate her leg because the disease was, I don't know if she got like staph infection, I don't know what happened, and it was disease, like, you know what I mean? They told my mom she waited too long to even try to do anything about it, and they said it spread it up a little too high that they were gonna have to amputate her leg. And I mean, you think about it if I was the doctor and I'm telling you, YouTube, like any last one of y'all looking at me in the eyes and I'm telling you, like, look, man, I'm gonna have to, you know, we're gonna have to amputate your leg. Like, how do you feel about that? You know what I mean? Like, how do you even react to that? It's just kind of like, yo, you born with your leg, you had your leg your whole life. It's kind of weird someone telling you we're gonna just kind of have to get rid of it. It's not like we're Deadpool or anything. It ain't gonna grow back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be like a funny guy, but you know what I'm trying to say, man. And, you know, my mom just was telling my grandma how scared she was, and she just felt something was wrong. And, you know, I don't know, a woman's intuition is what I heard. A woman's intuition is really, really strong, man. You know what I mean? And she just felt like something's gonna happen. And, you know, I'm just thinking in my mind, you know, like, I know it's my mom's leg and I know it's easier said than done, but for my mom, I just thought, like, you know, you know how they sometimes you gotta cut off a leg for the, you know, for the body to survive, but normally when you see like surgeries of somebody getting their leg cut off, but you know, they get like a prosthetic, or you know, they're still, you know, walking around, whatever the situation might be, wheelchair, whatever. But man, for my mom, man, when she went under the knife, man, like the doctors told me, you know what I mean, like once she had got her leg amputated, I guess oxygen had got to her brain, causing my mom, like when she came back, to be brain dead, you know. And it was just weird that the doctors told me that. I'm like, what? And I was like, so wait, so you're saying that my mom's a vegetable? And they were saying, well, technically we won't say vegetable because she's still able to move her eyes and look around, and she can still breathe on her own. So technically we wouldn't say that's a vegetable. I was, in my eyes, man, I'm like, yo, once you brain dead, you can't speak, you can't move, like. And, you know, they put my mom in this convalescent home, you know, after it happened. And, like, I've been going through mad shit, man. Like, I haven't even got to go see my mom at all. And it sucks because she lives in the city where I was from. I moved to a whole different city that's like about an hour away. But, you know, complications happen to the whip. And, like, I barely can even go to the stove, man. And, you know, this was years and years, going on about 2 years of this, 3 years. And, you know, in between them years, my cousin's calling me, telling me, because, like, she was my mom's proprietor, you know, sole proprietor, because, you know, they had to figure out, you know, like, they were thinking, like, you know, she's eventually going to get better, and then she's going to be in one of me or my cousin's care, because I have an older brother, but obviously he can't be, because my brother is on the spectrum. My older brother, like, he's my only brother, but he's on the spectrum, so he wouldn't really know how to handle the situation at hand. So, you know, me being my mom's baby son, you know, damn, it's a lot of stress on me. And, you know, they're already telling me, like, yo, like I said, back to what I was saying, in between them 2-3 years, my mom had to go back in for surgery, because they're telling me, like, somehow her leg got infected again. And you know what I mean? They had to take off like pretty much another inch of her already amputated leg, which doesn't make no sense to me. You feel me? Like, y'all supposed to be doctors, y'all supposed to be nurses, whatever the situation is. How is this happening? You know? Not only that, like, she's getting bed sores and all that stuff because she can't move. She's been laying there for 2-3 years. And then it's like, you know, the last recent time they was telling me, like, about 2-3 weeks ago, they had to take my mom in for surgery because, you know, because some more bed sores were just coming up. And then they called me and told me, like, you know, have you thought about, you know, putting your mom on hospice? You know what I mean? At first, I didn't know what that was, you know what I'm saying? Until I had to do my, you know, research. And I was like, oh. And, you know, I'm trying to fight for my mom. And, you know, I'm trying to be optimistic as fuck, man. And they're like, you know, like, you don't have, you know, like, how you just thought about, you know, doing that? And it's just like, no. But they were like telling me, like, you don't have to do it right now. You know, we're just saying, like, in process and time, it would be a thing. Kind of like, eventually it's up to me. Like, I had to pull the plug on my mama. And, like, you know, to me, having that type of power, that shit is not right. The woman who give you life, you take hers. Somebody tell me how that makes sense. You know, it's fucked up how the world is, but it is life, you know. One minute you're here, the next minute you're not. So please, you know, cherish your folks. And, you know, my mom was on like a breathing tube and all this other stuff, and they were just telling me they were doing all this and all that. And to me, man, I just felt like, you know, like I told them, is there any possibility she could just come back, like? And they said she's gonna be like that for the rest of her life. Now it's up to you if you want to keep her alive. And not only do I don't know, you know, I want to, but I don't know if my mom's suffering, bro. I don't know what the hell she's going through. I'm not the one laying in that bed, and I wish I could feel her pain. But, you know, the last thing they told me, you know, like, she wasn't breathing right, even with the breathing tube. And they had my cousin that called me, it was the day before yesterday, and asked me, like, you know, like, your mom, you know, crying, like, you know, your mom's not doing so well. She ain't breathing on her own. So what do you want to do? And I just made the decision, man. And, you know, I wanted my mom to, like, not be in no more pain anymore. And, you know, that shit hurt. You know, once I got the call, that shit hurt a lot, man. It's just crazy, you know. I'm still shell-shocked like a mug, man. I can't even believe it's real. But anyone of y'all out there, you know, who's lost a loved one or lost a parent, man, let me know, man. I'm here for you, and I hope y'all hear from me, man. I'm still trying to press through, and honestly, I didn't even want to make this video. I'm gonna be 100, man. I feel like defeated in life. It's so weird. But like I said, man, hey, I'm gonna still do this YouTube, man, and I'm still gonna I wanna try to make some of myself, man, for my mama, man, and for my grandma, man. You know, like, my mom don't have to worry about pain no more. She don't have to worry about suffering no more. And it sucks because I feel like I'm all alone out here. All I got is my brother now. That's it. But I'm gonna make sure I take care of him to the best of my abilities. And, you know, I've been telling my girl, like, I'm gonna be working on a lot of my health tip, man, because my family, you know what I'm saying, they got a lot to do with some type of health problems and stuff. And my brother's already a big dude as is, and he smokes cigarettes and vape. I vape too, so I mean, he kind of follows what I do. I'm like the little big brother. I've been always taking care of him since we was young, protecting him in school and all that, man. And I feel like that's what my mom just wants me to do, man, is just keep my brother alive and me alive. At least we both live till we like old men, you know. And, you know, my mom did the best she could, man. I had to put that with another story time to let y'all know, like, you know, those kind of situations. But I just wanted to tap in, let y'all know, you know, what's going on with me. And I'm still gonna be making videos. It may not be as frequent, but I'm doing the best I can to hold myself together, you know. Like I said, man, cherish your loved ones, cherish yourself. No matter what you going through with your family, at the end of the day, even if they are assholes, just tell them you love them, man. Even if they don't fuck with you, just tell them you love them. Because at the end of the day, once they go, at least you know you showed them some love, man. I guess that's it for today, man. Y'all keep y'all head up, man. I'm definitely gonna try to keep my head up and not let this destroy me too much. But much love to y'all. I forgot to hit, you know, the normal bowl, so I'm gonna hit this for you at the end of the video, you feel me? Remember, man, your family loves you, I love you, and a lot of other people love you guys. Remember, it's easy to be fucking mean, it's easy to be a fucking asshole, but it's really hard to love somebody unconditionally, no matter what. Love stronger than hate, remember that. Keep y'all heads up. Till the next time, much love, peace, pray for me. I'm out.